Sir, what's become of the trial of the Copenhagen Embassy staff member's murder? Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial here ends prematurely.
Looks like you have to wait just a bit longer for your big debut.
I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Copenhagen Embassy staff member and the murders of Faraday and Rell? What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivety. An outrageous circus. Right, sir. I grow weary of this topic, Edgeworth. I'll have you assigned to a different case.
Papa, you come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you?
I'll consider it. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for? I know there's already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there's not enough evidence to prove that he was the one who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection.
Papa? Who do you think is the real culprit behind the murders? Miles and I are competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It could give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree?
If you want to investigate the case that much, then do as you wish. Then you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win, and a side investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see to it I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir.
Of course, Papa.
Francisca, thank you.
What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier is built on the scruffy detective's lie. That means the competition's still on.
Yes, just as you wished.
I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you found the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth.
I know I don't have enough information yet. My first order of business will be to question anyone involved in the case.
What is it? It feels like there's a whole backside to this case we're not seeing.
And here we thought it was a case where two men had killed each other.
We are lacking in information. As a Van Karma, I hardly call this a perfect investigation.
Indeed, is it as you say?
I can't believe we agree on something.
What's so revolting about agreeing?
Anyway, our first move should be to speak with everyone related to the case.
Indeed. Even if you'd not said it, I was planning to do so anyway. Oh! What was that lash for?
It's an incredibly detailed model, isn't it?
I heard it costs as much to make that as it cost to build the courthouse itself.
What's the point of making such an expensive model?
I felt the exact same way upon hearing it.
It's hard to understand such foolishness.
Agreed. Sir, nothing to report, sir. Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his actions on the job?
Looks like you have no choice but to report this to Papa. Since a guy can have fun in a waking nightmare being a vacant from his dream.
Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now. What's the matter, officer? I've been standing here forever, sir, and I really need to go to the bathroom. Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one isn't that far, is it? No, it's a short way down the hall beyond these doors, but I don't want to get blamed for anything that might happen while I'm gone. So I'm going to hold it. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe could be a positive influence on the force after all. That area is restricted to authorised personnel only, sir.
If I'm not authorised personnel, then what may ask do you think I am?
The younger sibling of a dysfunctional relationship?
I am not the younger one. He is. Get that straight in your head.
I believe there's a more objectionable part you should be upset over, Franziska. This thing's incredibly detailed. My inner modelling fanboy is impressed. I'm not exactly a fan of plastic models per se, but even I can sense the superb quality of this model.
I simply can't comprehend how that man can feel so much love for such a trifle.
Oh, I see.
You're a disciple of my father. You do well to guard yourself against an interest such in unproductive things.
Perhaps I should take up wicking people like the young lady over there. I can't stop the water, sir. It seems the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much.
Bunch of fools who pretend to see foolish the actions of a foolish fool.
Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand?
As if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, the part of drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officers should be covering. Let's give the officer a description of the water guzzler later.
She seems to have quite the grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanted a drink. Miss you?
Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I'm Franziska von Karma, about to become successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means for now you're still just another kid. In which case it's only natural I didn't know who you are. What?
Why are you whipping me?
Anyway, looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting.
I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you.
Look at you! I'm out scratched up with lines on your forehead! And that to ask of you.
What exactly is so funny?
Sorry, I'm bad dealing with super serious atmosphere.
Apparently they failed to teach you proper behaviour at a crime scene in law school.
Oh, I feel better now. What do you want to talk about?
I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder.
We were in defendant number one the whole time, up until we heard the gunshot. By we mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him.
You were Detective Bad? Why?
We had a little something to discuss, that's all.
I take it you're acquainted with Detective Bad?
Yeah, he was a detective in charge of KG8.
Detective Bad is also related to that incident?
That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard the KG8 incident from my papa. But how does the case relate to you, monsieur? The victim of the case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making a super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him.
The way she talks about doing that as if she laughs away is kind of creepy.
Speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they went up just about every single time the Yakuratsu made a move. It was practically a given the two would meet about every one of the crime scenes.
I see. Did he mention he was in charge of the Yakuratsu investigation earlier? I should ask her what she knows about the Yakuratsu in more detail. You claim at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad.
Don't you guys usually discuss the towers the clients during the recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came to lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked.
And what did you talk with Detective Bad about?
Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going and insulted him some more.
Bloody! When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway,
Mr. Bad and I were in defendant lobby 1 when the murders occurred. So, I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2.
I see. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Rell. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yakuratsu, is that correct?
Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yakuratsu who made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, to no avail. Turns out Mr. Rell was not the Yakuratsu, he just made that up.
He made it up?
Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there's no footage of him sneaking into the Kodofian embassy himself. Hold on for just a second. You mean to say you know that he was not the real Yakuratsu? And he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you're ready to defend him? Yes, that's right.
I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals.
That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. They're no match for us van Karmas. I don't believe it, you're serious! Why'd you say that's face for something that's really worth being serious about? Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. Still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright?
And for that you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer?
Don't put words in my mouth, I said no such thing. The only way I had to get too close to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I have no intention of covering for him ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to.
I'm sorry, forgive my rashness. Miss you. I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatakarasu.
The Yatakarasu, huh? I don't really know much about the character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend him.
Requests from companies?
The Yatakarasu isn't some petty thief out for money, you know. Alright then, perhaps the Yatakarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma?
Francisca, be careful about who you whip! Choose carefully or you may be super— Ow!
Sir, I chose carefully just as you wanted. That was just now hilarious, little missy! Of course it was.
What is wrong with these women? Why does my pain give them delight?
So in the end, what is the Yatakarasu? I have to say I never even heard of the thief when I was in Germany. The Yatakarasu deals in information, namely digging out dirt about backroom dealings in the like of companies. The Yatakarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and makes it public for all to see. Huh. Vigilante or not, a person sounds like another criminal to me. I suppose you can put it that way too. But either way, I got a lot more clients now thanks to the thief.
Sounds like Miss profiting nicely. I suppose I've got all I can out of Miss I should move on and speak with Gumshoe now. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal, you're here. Yow!
As am I.
I don't think you need to whip him to let you know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on the honour of the detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I only place my trust in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation's fully over, we should find out if you're the killer. There'll be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about, if you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal, go do your perfect investigation, get the real killer for me, will ya? I would have done so, even if you had not requested me, detective. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? What exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my first day as a detective, I reported in my usual post instead of criminal affairs. By the time I got down to criminal affairs, I was really, really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech.
I remember doing the exact same thing in elementary school. That's the first day of school every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom.
How pathetic for the detective to be comparable to a mere school child. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so and from whom? Earlier, around 3:20 from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn. I was told to make sure no happened to Mr. Faraday.
And yet something did happen to him, correct? Looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty.
Ow! Your words sting worse than your crop, pal. So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Now then, Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? No, not a thing, pal.
In that case, I'll have to take a look at what you're carrying on your person.
Wait, you can't do that.
Is there something of any particular value here?
Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so you know. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out your coat pocket? Hands off, pal.
Just show us already.
Ow! Annual bonus check within, $5 total. Except there's no check inside. Yeah, you've had your look, now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I literally had no cash on me until I did that, you know. So that envelope's really special to me, now give it back.
You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later.
How could you? Literally had no money on him until he cashed this. I'm sorry, I need to take him in for questioning now. I believe I've just asked him about everything I needed to. No, wait, since he became a suspect, is there one piece of evidence I should reconfirm? Officer, I request you wait a second. I still have one more thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood, but please make it brief, sir. I want to hear it from a horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. It's a bookshelf. What's this? Judges' trial exchange log. Appears to be a journal where the various judges share their thoughts and ideas. The real daily lives of the judges are laid out here on these pages. There's nothing about the court in here, it's just page after page of unrelated drivel. Judging by the content, they're very enthusiastic about the courthouse's daily menu. It would appear their fried oysters are a favourite.
I've no use for such foolishly foolish fellows in the foolishly foolish crowd.
Someone please assure me this is not the true state of the country's judiciary. You told me earlier you heard no sound other than the gunshot in the hallway. Is that correct?
No mistake about it, pal.
You're also claiming no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct?
Yeah, not a single ant passed through while I was on duty.
You do realise that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself.
Eh?
Oh.
But it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway and I didn't hear anyone else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys from beyond what I can imagine.
So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. Why would he do so given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant's lobbies is in order.
You!
Oh!
Did you kick him in the bollocks? How could you not have noticed that coming?
Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? Oh, kids can sometimes be so cruel.
Looks like she dropped something.
Swiss roll drop by the mysterious young girl says courthouse special on it.
Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead.
I believe some sort of punishment may be needed dealt the next time we meet. I believe I've asked all I need of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge.
We have to confirm who is correct. The judge is Scruff-Face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of Lobby 2 next then.
I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Franziska? So, do you see anything else? No, I don't think so. I see. Thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law. That'll be all for now. I'll ask you if you have any other questions. Any time, Detective. Now, if you excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, your new prosecutor, Mr. Von Karma, recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honour.
And I'm Manfred Von Karma's daughter, Franziska Von Karma. I'm said to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honour.
I see, Mr. I see. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Von Karma, Miles Edgeworth, and Miss Jen... Ah! I bit my tongue. Are you alright, Your Honour?
Please feel free to refer to me as just Ms. Von Karma, Your Honour. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine.
Apparently somebody doesn't feel I'm worthy of a proper title. Huh. Very well then, I'll call you Ms. Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honour, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now about your earlier testimony. Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. Alright. After all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law. I greatly appreciate your cooperation.
Damn it.
I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I'll need to do is figure out the detective's exact movements. Your Honor, I'd like to ask a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Did you suspect me of something? Nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Very well, you may continue with your testimony. Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after. Oh! I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony. I mean, in a sense, I might want to avoid being in a trial run by this man.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. How should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. That's the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. When I was going to the restroom, the detective Gumshoe, is it? He was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. However, and this I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there wasn't a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain it rationally. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious when that funny old judge's intuition said. Although, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Apparently the judge does not understand the concept of staying calm. That's probably all I'm going to find out from His Honour. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honour. Oh, anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime.
The judges in this court seem rather friendly.
Yes, not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear they're known to hand down very fair verdicts.
It appears this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods.
Just lovely. What will they think of next?
Don't beat of jerkins are caught like these beef jerks. Fun packet for $9. $9 for beef jerky? What the fuck? This stuff's way overpriced. Defendant's fresh milk, 1/2 pint for $7. Stay neutral as a Swiss dough until the end of these for $6. They're awfully overpriced. Yeah, thank you, Franziska.
The lineup is simply awful, period.
Speaking of snacks, I wonder if the Swiss rolls and little girl doctors from this machine.
I was wondering about that myself.
It's the end of that.
I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose this means one should eat these during a recess?
You can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time to eat them's now, huh?
I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2 after all.
We're in the middle of the investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me.
If you want, we can pool our money and buy a pack together.
If I have to split with you, then I don't want it.
Defendant's fresh milk. What exactly is that supposed to mean?
It means the milk is freshly made by various defendants on trial right now.
No, I think it might mean that it was milked right from here from the various defendants.
That's disgusting. Miles Edgeworth, you can't possibly be serious.
Of course not. When it's looking bad, blind your opposition with some emoji. Are they promoting violence?
Don't worry, my whip will make sure anybody finds his advice won't be for long.
Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of an orange juice may not be so bad. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog. Looks like the slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was... Prosecutor Winston Payne?
Ha! What a pathetic slogan. No buttons at all. If it was up to me, it would read, if you leave matters in Von Karma's hands, everyone in court will be found guilty dogs.
Objection!
Overruled!
Oh, these two are a fucking brilliant double act. Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks.
Objection!
Let's see.
Mouse Edgeworth, wouldn't you agree this is a very clever pun?
Do you really think they put that much effort into the product name?
Even a foolish fool understands a foolish thing as a fool who made it up. You're acting so foolishly, I've got so thoroughly mad that I'm utterly famished.
If you wanted a pack of these, all you had to do was ask like a normal person. Don't let the prosecution and defense make a ham sandwich out of you.
Sounds like it's directed at the ham of a judge.
Well, it certainly isn't directed at me. I can outmaneuver him any day.
Huh. Seems this only just exists for comedy bits. Not that I'm complaining.
Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about.
Hey, how about doing some actual work, yo?
I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess. You're going the way with the investigation. I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself, plus I still hold investigative authority. I hear you're the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Faraday. That guy was just accused, you know. I just knew something was going to happen. My detective's instinct told me.
A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor of it.
Hold it!
Franziska, I think you need to apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue. I used a fire on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up. And early upon his arrival, did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bad? Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us Faraday was really mad. He dragged Red off to lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said not to let anyone interrupt him. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lad to stand guard outside. And around what time did all of this take place? Let's see. I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lad his assignment, he never left the hallway once.
Oh? Or how can you make such a claim?
One of the guards on this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't. The detective never left the hallway. Where did he disappear off to?
That simple. He must have gone to lobby number 2 just as I suspected.
You and I were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. You would see I'm still missing some key pieces of information. Detective Baird, you also heard the gunshot, did you not? Yeah. I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came round towards lobby number 2 together with you. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? I grabbed the big lad who was walking around the hall and raced to lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies, in that order.
That measures this cover as a crime scene, right?
Yeah, I guess it does, little miss.
I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon. You'll treat me with the dignity I deserve or else.
You wave that thing around him more, and I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss.
You wouldn't dare.
Ha! Just joking. Detective Bertel is something if he can make Francisco behave. Are we about done? Is there anything else I should ask him about? I'd like you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot. Around the end of the recess and the trial's about to start again, I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't going to show for the handoff. I figured I should go get him or I'll be late. And just as I thought that, bang, sound of the gunshot in my eardrums. So you heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to be started, huh? Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste.
Come on, all you're doing is standing in front of the door doing nothing.
I get the sense he's somewhat investigating this crime scene, or rather he's keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bed, I asked you to cooperate with us a bit longer. I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place.
Fine then, be obstinate. We'll do as we please. Come on, Myers.
You may no longer be willing to help us, however, may I ask for the forensic scientist cooperation? Do as you like.
Doesn't like there's anything contradicting that in this area.
I suppose not. Maybe I should check somewhere else. Did you find something, officer? I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on, just a little more. I knew he was digging for coins.
It's a no look it's a crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? Nope, just fingerprints of those involved in the case, sir.
Guess you know what's a players into case then, huh?
It would appear that way. I have a nagging feeling we're missing something. A spill we're missing is hiding right here in the crime scene somewhere.
He's making a most ridiculous looking face.
That may be, but at least he doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose.
I suppose, but to Van Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight.
Of course. At any rate, this person seems to be of no use right now. There are no signs the fire extinguisher was used in the crime.
If you could only tell from a distance, then why are you wasting your time examining it?
Francisca, let's not try to rush absolute genius. Oh,
What's the matter?
I pricked myself on one of these cactus's needles. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp.
But what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were to hit on the head by one of these? Anyways, the cactus seems to be unrelated as the case.
Do you really think so? Because I believe this cactus is sitting on the windowsill is completely related.
Oh, I look forward to your explanation how exactly it's related.
What is this? It's a pink-coloured piece of trash made of rubber. Rubber? I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Oh, this is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact there's a littering around the courthouse is simply unforgivable.
Ah! It's not like it was me who littered.
Rubbish belongs in the rubbish bin.
Ugh. So the window on the other side belongs to the men's restroom.
I can't see it.
At your height, I'm not surprised. Oh! I guess short people have feelings too.
What the fuck, Edgeworth?
The ants had hard at work carrying their food home.
Not so much as an ant passed through, eh, Gumshoe?
Interesting. It's a marvel they could pick up such comparatively large objects to their size.
Though if you want to carry the mighty Van Karma name and not be squashed under it, you better work extra hard like these ants.
Same goes for you, Franziska. The dirt on this bench smells like some sort of sweet substance.
I can't believe there's someone going around dirtying the courthouse. For shame!
Calm down, Franziska. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you?
I suppose it could be.
Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints of the person who sullied the bench.
I see. And we'll know the identity of the mystery slob.
You there, lab tech. You please find out who this handprint belongs to? Yes, sir. I got the results of the fingerprints analysis, sir. And what do we know? Who do they belong to? The fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Oh, interesting. Good work, officer.
And so you have it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now knows the identity of the person who dirtied the bench.
I said you and I will be using this information in different ways.
What are these black speckles?
I believe it's a pile of ants eating away.
Oh, the detective. He claims not a single ant slid by him. Yet there's a whole hill of them.
Ugh! What are you hitting me for?
A replacement for the pathetic detective.
Ugh. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's tab of growing. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts.
Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating.
From the look and sweet smell, it's pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll.
Miles Edgeworth, the courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times.
Oh, it wasn't me who dropped the food on the ground.
The courthouse must be kept clean.
Ugh. Ants are pouring out of the hole in this bench as well. I wonder if the inside of this bench consists of nothing but ants.
Don't you dare continue with that gross line of thought.
Ugh, sorry. I don't think the Swiss roll was gumshoes, you know. Remember, he had no money on him. Let's look at some puzzle pieces. Scent of flowers. Oh, wrong window. These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll?
A Swiss roll? If I'd have caught us to a thing like that. You saw the fucking vending machine, Franziska.
It may not seem like the right venue, however, it is sold right over there.
It's the vending machine? Ah, I see. Stay muted as a Swiss door until the end with these. 2 for $6? Talk about expensive.
Leaving the fact it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now.
Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I?
Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench and ate a Swiss roll. And as he ate, dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench.
How could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable.
Don't you dare whip me again, it wasn't me who made the mess. Anyway, if it was intended for Detective Gumshoe, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates another interesting contradiction of facts.
A contradiction? There.
I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order.
Eureka!
About Detective Gumshoe's finances. He said until this morning he didn't even have a single penny on his person.
Just how poor is this guy?
If his bonus really was only $5, he should not have been able to have purchased a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor. I wonder.
When the young Kay came in asking for change for $1, did she and Gumshoe split the pack? Meaning Scuffy must have bought a pack somehow.
Indeed. The detective shouldn't have been able to have purchased a pack, and yet he did. The question is how. Scent of flowers. I didn't think so. Oh, can't leave yet. So... what is there left to deduce?
Ah. It's a pretty spacious hallway, but nothing compared to the vans at home.
Indeed, because the house itself is a bit too spacious.
However, even with this much space, there's nowhere for a scuff face to hide. Other than the crime scene just beyond the doors.
Francisca, I believe it's much too early to draw any conclusions. It was only proven Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway at the time. Now all we need to do is gather more information. And to do that, I just have to examine everything I see here by myself.
We gathered so much information, but they feel like random fragments to me. I wonder what really happened here.
Random fragments? No matter how unrelated they may seem at first, they might actually fit together somehow.
I got tired of your inner monologue. Say something!
Ugh! I'm gonna end up in pieces before I can piece the logic together thanks to that whip.
You think you've win this competition by simply showing Zack to me?
Not at all. I was planning to thank you. I wouldn't be a prosecutor today without you and your father.
I didn't really do much. You became a prosecutor first, that's all. Just wait and see, Miles Edgeworth. Very soon I'll be a prosecutor too.
Good, then we can both send criminals away together as colleagues.
You can be sure I'll always get some more convictions than you.
It's almost cute she's going this far to insist she'll always win. Almost.
KG8 incident, huh? The defendant was acquitted in that case, but I don't think I've seen the last of it.
The fact he was acquitted on lack of evidence is just revolting. It's inexcusable.
Well, if it was my papa, he would have been found guilty in 3 minutes flat.
Indeed, we do well to watch and study more from our mentor, so that we may secure a conviction for all those we try. That will be our rule.
What's this V business? Don't lump me in with your Miles. Any suspect I come across, I'll confess everything to you before we even reach trial.
I'll show you exactly who's the superior prosecutor. Clearly only one of us is playing to win here. I fucked up the voice again. My apologies. I was wondering what you think of this piece of evidence.
Asking people for help is breaking the rules, Miles. As I said earlier, this is a competition. Back in the pits. If you want to ask someone for an opinion, start with yourself.
In other words, you have no real opinions about this piece of evidence, do you?
One of the weapons is the case. I pity Mr. Faraday. He's bad enough to be killed with evidence that he prepared himself, to also be killed in a courthouse of all places, and right in the middle of one of the tiles he was running to.
Goes to show nothing in life is predictable.
Scuffy's on your bonus envelope. That's a useless piece of evidence.
Well, obvious point aside, what do you think about the low amount of money?
A pathetic amount for a pathetic detective. I think it rather suits him.
Don't you think it's a bit low even for an officer like him?
By his pay, I can tell he's a fool who I'd never trust anything to. A foolish fool like him would only blotch my record with her foolishly foolish mistakes. Not that it matters. I never had to work with a pathetic fool anyway. Ha ha ha!
That was a bit harsh even for you, Francisca.
Looks as if Sister Small was bought from the vending machine in the hallway. It has a nice fluffy texture, just the right amount of sweetness. Made from all the natural ingredients. Of course it's easy to digest as well, so I've heard.
Francisca, if you want one, I'd appreciate it if you just told me.
I never said I wanted one. And besides, if I did, I'd make you prepare me some milk to go with it.
At that time, I hope you'd be more direct instead of playing mind games. Can't believe they're selling Swiss rolls like these in vending machines these days.
I can't believe it's $6 for 2. Well, chilies aren't meant for coming as junk food.
Franziska, if you want one, all you have to do is buy one for yourself.
I'm 30 right now. They won't love me to eat while there's a case to be solved.
Your idea of working is vastly different from mine.